You and I are going to change the world.
Hi, I'm Jessie Mei Li and I play Alina Starkov in Netflix's Shadow and Bone. Alina is the main character of Leigh Bardugo's trilogy. She is a cartographer in the First Army, and her whole life is completely upended when she realises she has the power to summon sunlight. Even before you meet her in the show, Alina's had a pretty rough go of things. Her parents died trying to cross the fold when she was very young, and she grew up in an orphanage in Karamzin in East Ravka.
I thought she'd be taller.
I thought she was Shu, but I guess she's Shu enough.
In the show, Alina is half Ravkan, half Shu. In the books, Alina feels very much like an outsider because she's not confident in herself and she's plain. But I think for this show, it was a really great decision to make her visually different from everyone else. I really like the fact that it's more about how her experiences as a mixed race person and having been ostracized and bullied and how that has affected her. You know, I felt I could really relate to it. From the start, we see that she's powerful, but she's also incredibly vulnerable. What's really helped her is her friend, Mal. Both of them were outsiders at the orphanage, so they stuck together and fought for each other. You mess with one of them, you mess with both of them. And Alina isn't afraid to get scrappy, so you shouldn't test her. Alina and Mal joined the First Army together. He went into the front lines and she trained to be a cartographer. But even after being separated by their assignments, they always managed to find their way back to each other. She finds out she's the Sun Summoner because of Mal. When he's in danger in the fold, she unleashes a burst of light to protect him. She saves his life, but completely upends her own. Even after she summons light, Alina's convinced that she's not a Grisha. She thinks of herself as just a map maker and not even a very good one. The Sun Summoner is just a story she grew up with, and there's no way that she is this living myth. It's enough to prompt a quarter-life crisis. Because of her powers, Alina's dragged away from everything she's ever known, including Mal. There are some perks to her new life. The little palace is a lot more comfortable than the First Army life that she's been living, and summoning sunlight is obviously super cool. In a world where darkness rules, she has a power that can change everything. But as the only Sun Summoner, she's still an outsider, even to other Grisha. Meanwhile, Ravka's enemies want her dead, and the Ravkans think she is some kind of saint who will save them all. So the whole world has their eyes on her. So, no pressure. What I really liked about Alina when I first read the books and the scripts was that although she is the chosen one, you know, and follows that hero's journey kind of trope, she felt like a real person to me. Throughout the series, Alina trains to save Ravka, but she's also trying to figure out who she is and where she belongs now that she has this extraordinary power. She really does start off as this skittish, scared, like a stray little dog, and suddenly becomes the most powerful Grisha in Ravka. So, will she rid the world of the Shadowfold? Guess you have to tune in to find out.